You guys might get a little bit turned on.
What's that, Tatiana? Go.
Welcome back to the vlogs. It is officially the next day. I posted my girl talk video today and I was really nervous about posting that video, and I just was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna think I'm literally an idiota with like first world ass problems, and I don't want to come off that way, but you guys were like super understanding and I just feel so loved and embraced right now, biz. But let's just talk about the elephant in the room, okay? Big heart. Oh, that's so mean.
Tied into yesterday's story.
Oh my god, did my fiance just call me an elephant?
No, you're the one that's talking about like yesterday.
Wow. Oh, wow. I have a desk in my bedroom, biz. I'm literally gonna be sleeping with this desk. I'm so freaking excited. If you guys have been watching my last couple of vlogs, you guys know this has been a journey for me. It has just been a wild climb for me to like get to this place where like I could have a desk in my bedroom. Listen to this. I went to West Elm when I was near Beverly Boulevard, which is like near the Grove, which is where I used to live. That area. I stopped by and I had saw online this very specific desk, and I said, hey, do you have this desk? And they go, no, we actually don't have this desk. And I remember that day they weren't like absolutely rude where I could have been like a stereotypical YouTuber and like made a story time about it, like, oh, a some employee like harassed me, you know, like I couldn't have done all of that. They weren't that rude, but they were just not the nicest people. Like, would I give my money to them? Probably not. Would I give it to West Elm? Yeah, probably. So it was just not a good experience. And they tell me like, hey, we don't have the desk. Hey, it's gonna take a while to ship it here. You could ship it to any other store for $25. You could ship it to your house. I don't know how much that's gonna be. Or you could drive an hour to Santa Monica in traffic time right now, or whenever you feel like it, because they have one left in stock, right? And so I'm like, ooh, no, I think they even said they have more.
Like they have like 2 or 3.
Yeah. And so then we're like, oh man. And so my fiance and I actually stood in the store and we were like, should we drive to Santa Monica? So I say, you know what, babe, there's a West Elm downtown. I'll try to ship it there to that store for $25, and there's no reason to go to Santa Monica. So we drive home. Now the next day I wake up and I go, okay, I actually really want this desk, and it shows that they don't have any downtown on their website. So I call up Santa Monica and I say, hey, listen, yesterday I had to go into Beverly Boulevard. They said that you had this desk, and they're like, no, we really don't have that desk. And I'm like, oh my god, could you have imagined? And this was like the next morning. It wasn't even like a couple days later where they probably sold the desk. It was like literally the next morning, and we were there like during like late hours. It was like pretty much closing time. So I'm like, what the hell? Like if I had driven there, I would have thrown a desk. I would have flipped a desk. Anyways, I'm like, okay, you know what? I digress. And I go, well, listen, the lady at Beverly Boulevard told me that I could have this shipped to somewhere like on their website. I go in and I say ship to store, and they'll ship it to any store I want for $25. But when I go on the website, it's telling me that I can't do that. And then the Santa Monica lady is like, oh, this item you actually can't ship to a store. You have to ship it to your house. Now let me tell you why that's a problem, okay? I do not have West Elm Prime. I can't have free shipping. The desk itself is a $299 desk. Yes, it's expensive, but I really wanted it, and it's $299. This is pertinent. Shipping was gonna charge me $140. That is 50% of the desk cost. And I make some shitty financial decisions sometimes, specifically at grocery stores or at restaurants. But when it comes to this, I was like, this doesn't make sense to anyone. I feel like Bill Gates would look at this and be like, this doesn't make sense. So I go, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to find a desk from somewhere else. Fast forward a couple days later, and I have an appointment with our CPA, which is literally a block away from the downtown West Elm. I say, hey babe, you know what? Let me try shooting my shot since we're here anyway, okay? And so I walk into West Elm and I find this guy and I say, hey, listen, this has been my journey through West Elm. Can you please tell me, like, is there a chance in hell or in heaven, wherever, that you guys might have this desk, or would you be able to pull some strings and get this desk to your location, right? And then he looks at me and he goes, yeah, of course you can ship the desk here. And I go, well, I was told actually through Santa Monica that I couldn't. And then he goes, well, they lied to you because you could totally ship it here. And he goes, do you want me to ship it here for you? And I go, well, yeah, let's ship it here. Let's ship it here. And he goes, okay, perfect. So I'm going to have it shipped to the store and it'll be ready for pickup in June. And I looked at him and I was like, you know it's May. And he's like, yeah. So shipping to stores is usually not a priority. No, it'll be in June. And I'm like, so I look at him and I go, listen, I know on the website it said that you had none of this desk, but I want to S the D out of this desk leg apparently, because this is the only desk. I am dreaming about this desk. Do you think there is any way somewhere in the back, somewhere, there is a box that has this desk inside of it and I will buy it? And he goes, you know what? Let me check the system. And he checks the system and he says, ma'am, we've got one. And I nearly farted. And he goes, oh, wait a minute. And I go, oh my God. This was honestly one of the most emotional journeys I've been on. And he literally looks at me and he goes, ma'am, I think it's a display piece though. And I go, you know what? I will buy the display piece. And he looks at his manager who was standing right next to him and he goes, she really wants the desk. And I go, I really want the desk. And she looks at me and she goes, I will consider selling it. And I go, listen, you are beautiful and I know you want me to succeed in life. Please give me this desk. And he goes, okay, I actually think it's in the back near the little appointment center. And so we walk on over there and sure enough, sitting in that corner was the desk. Now here's where I'm disappointed. The desk is $299. I go up to the desk. From afar, it looks beautiful. Butterface. I walk up, literally butterface. I walk up and the entire surface of this desk looked like you put two cats in a cage on top of it and let them go at it. Like there is just so many scratches, so many deep scratches on this desk. And I think it was only discounted like $10. And I was like, I have decided to purchase a different type of desk because I did need a desk. Shout out to CB2. They don't even know I exist, but I got most of my furniture there and their service is, I would say, at least in Los Angeles, exponentially nicer, right? But this is my new West Elm desk. That was like the most anticlimactic thing. Her name is Audrey, literally. I think that's her name, like the Audrey desk. I'm actually glad that I got this one instead of the one I originally wanted. I'll put the picture right here. And that one's like a super white with the gold accented legs, but it's also very modern looking. And I think this one kind of fits more in with the bedroom. Like the white one would have fit better in the office or outside, but this one has like this ivory color, which this dresser is ivory. And it just has a lot more homey. Like this is brass instead of gold. And then I have like the brass on my dresser, which this isn't from West Elm. And so then you just open up these two drawers. The other one didn't even have drawers. So I have really nothing in these drawers right now, but I've just been editing on this at night because at night I especially hate being in the living room or the office if my fiance falls asleep first and I have to edit because most of my mukbangs are like scary stories. I'm like, hell no, I want to be in bed. But now my back is hurting because I'm like 55 years old, okay? And so look at it, she's cute. Speaking of journeys, I started watching this new show. It's called Temptation Island, honey. Have you heard of it?
No.
Yeah, you better not have heard of it. So essentially, Temptation Island. Temptation Island is a show where they send a couple, okay? So like a couple who has been dating for 6 years. And for some reason, they're not engaged yet. You know, they just don't know if they're ready for that next commitment. Are they ready to get married? And they go to this island with a bunch of TV show cameras. And they bring in a bunch of single people. And it's like you can date them while you're on the island. And like at the end of like however many weeks you're there, you have to choose, are you gonna leave with the person you came with that you've been dating for like however many years in real life? It's like usually people who are like, we don't know if we're ready for marriage
Darn
yet.
it, so we can't go. What happened?
So then they go to this island and these single people come in and then you decide if you want to leave with the person you came with that you've been dating for years or if you're going to leave with someone random or leave with no one.
So what's the point of that?
It's like to see if temptation works.
If I'm tempted with somebody else's girlfriend.
Or just a single girl.
Oh, there's single people?
You know we're not going, right? There was this one specific couple who had been together for 10 years and he didn't know if he was ready for marriage, and so they go to Temptation Island. He starts dating another girl and 10 years into the relationship and he didn't know if he was ready for marriage. He meets a new girl and proposed to her.
See?
See what?
Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. Am I digging a hole for myself?
I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Like, I don't know, am I mad? Am
Maybe let's just rewind.
He thinks I'm so annoying. Also, Joe came over to film a mukbang and he tried on my pink robe, so here's that clip. You look like you're ready to like cook right now.
I am.
Is this like the cruise collection? What was this inspired by?
Tom Ford.
Tom Ford? Okay,
Yeah, coming out fall 2019. It has a little slit in the back, this is when you go, oops.
Oh, just an oops.
Yeah.
Wait, stop.
And normally, because I would be naked.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, on my kitchen counter. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, wow. I cook on here, so it's perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Please say that again. Say it again.
Bust down, Tatiana.
You think Tatiana is busting down? Her name is Tatiana.
I thought Tatiana is a slang.
But like that's the way the song goes. Like he
Oh.
doesn't say bust down Tatiana. He says bust down
So is her name-
Tatiana.
Is her name Tatiana?
I think so.
Okay then, I'm right.
I love Whole Foods, but I don't really believe you. So we went from owning hydrangeas to deciding that everything is too high maintenance. He saw an aloe vera. He's like, you can't kill an aloe vera, so maybe we should get an aloe vera.
What do you
but
think?
You don't like this one? I think this one's cuter, no?
Oh wow, they're so cute. How long do these live? What do you think?
Okay,
They
let's
said
get
they
one
live
on.
forever.
That's not what they said.
I was gonna say forever is a long time.
And finally, I think it's turning into watermelon season. We got the watermelon with the biggest sunspot.
I picked the smallest one, but it has the biggest sunspot.
You said it's smaller than my head.
This?
Yeah.
This is like 1/3 of your head.
Honey. Romantically kiss me, and it's all like.
Come here.
He goes, come here, honey, come here.
Come here, son. You hear that? It smells like the summer.
You know, I've always tried to like the small watermelon. Really, you're gonna cold
Here, let me do it for you.
That's not a bite. That's the entire watermelon. Honey! Mmm.
The summer's here. You take that, I take this?
You're supposed to put soju in here. Wow, this watermelon.
This could be better.
Honey?
Mm-hmm.
You finished your freaking watermelon? You ate the entire watermelon with a tablespoon measure? Stephanie Sue might have had a glass of rosé because she decided to put rosé into her watermelon. You guys might get a little bit turned on. Would I not get, girls? Look at that stash. Reminds me of when I was in high school. I had a stash like that. And then I learned to shave. And then, wait, let me show you guys. Me as like an extra girly girl. I look like the lady that asked for the manager. Like the mom that asked for the manager. Like, look at this. My fiance was like trying to do these and I showed him this one and he's like, why do I feel like I need to talk gangster in this one? Like, look at me in my stash. And he's like, you wanna come get it? Why don't you come get it? And then I switched it over to this and he goes, I mean, maybe not get it too hard. Hey, what's your number? Hey. This is the first Saturday night in a long time that I have decided to sip on some rosé, sip on some drink. At 11 o'clock, my fiance doesn't even know what's about to hit him, but I'm gonna take you guys to my favorite K-Town late night eats. Believe it or not, I used to eat late out at K-Town when I used to like go out more often. This was the one place that I always freaking craved. I mean, I think I craved a lot of places, but this one place in particular was so quintessential because they even have it in Atlanta, they have it in Korea, and I feel like they might even have it in your city. Leave it in the comments. Honey, will you take me to VCD Tofu House? Can I tell them?
What did I do?
Guys, I have been watching Tati for such a long time. And I would always watch her and he would never say anything. He wouldn't even notice that I'm watching the same person, yada yada yada. And then this morning I was kind of watching like her video about James Charles and I had it on loud and my fiance was kind of listening in the background, I guess. And he comes up to me midway through the video, he pauses it and he goes, how could he do that? And I'm like, what? And then he's like, how could he do that to Tati? And I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? This guy literally never follows up on Beauty Guru shit, but he was like, how could he do that? How could he do that to her? He got so emotionally invested. He's like, come on, James, don't do Tati like that. I'm like, oh my God. Honey, you need to calm down. Okay, changing in 3, 2, and 1. 1 and she looks a little bit more ready to go out on a Saturday night. I do need to fix my makeup a little bit though. And then we're off to get some tofu soup. And they also have like this really good bean kongguksu. I used to eat so much kongguksu growing up. It's pretty much, I don't even know what to call it. It's not soybean, it's not black bean. It's just, I think it's like white bean and it's like a bean paste. It's like really thick. It's almost like having noodles in a smoothie, and I just realized I am making it sound like the most unappetizing thing in the entire world. When I was younger, I used to think it was unappetizing and my mom would always make me eat it because apparently it's healthy for you, but I don't really think I believe that because it's just straight up bean and noodle. We made it, and it is so busy for a Saturday night. Totally forgetting that you guys are probably gonna see this on Mother's Day if you are a mother. Happy Mother's Day. This menu is hefty. This is exactly what I wanted to come here for. The organic soybean cold noodles look so good. This is the list of all the tofu soups they have. They even have Korean tribe. I think I'm gonna get the kimchi one with beef, and then, okay, so we just ordered a kimchi tofu soup, and then we also got the soybean cold noodles, but this one. Have you been to a BCD before?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's already there's already dishes. So they give you a raw egg for the tofu soup, so you just crack it in, and then these are the little fishes that they give you as a side dish. 감사합니다. You want to cut this fish for me? Are you good at deboning? Just bone it. Honey, is that hot? You look like you're scared to open it. Oh, honey, why would you do that?
Am I not supposed to open it?
I think we'll just leave it until they get here. Don't do it, don't do it. Now you're so curious. Oh, close it, it's fine.
Freaking rice.
Don't be mean. Wow. It smells a lot more dank than I remember it being. It smells very strongly of soybean. Wow, it's good. So then she just put some water in it. Usually it's tea.
Is it good?
That looks so good.
It's literally bubble.
It's so dank. I don't know how to explain it. Oh my gosh.
I've never had this.
You've never had this? This is literally a bean soup. It's almost like a smoothie. It's literally bean paste. It's really thick. Okay, try it. We're gonna share, so don't be alarmed if you don't like it. He's looking at it like it's gross.
So this tastes like melted ice cream. That's not sweet.
And this is what I call a real late night meal. Did you enjoy yourself? I didn't use my egg. Should we go home and fry it?